they on tweets. They don't want it cause I come to the beat. They don't want it. I peep. These niggas all sweet. Bamboo sticks all on G. It's a new weirdo every week. Weirdo. Get the whip, put it up for my seeds. Put it up. Don't care for the I to the Z. Don't care anything for club. They do anything for club. Do anything for club. They do anything for club. Do anything for club. They do anything for clout. Do anything for clout. Bitch, watch your mouth. Bitch, stay in your place. Bitch, get out the way. Hey. Welcome to Let's Keep It 100. I am Nicole Banks. This is my beautiful co-host. I'm just Jackie.
Hey y'all, how you doing? We back.
Guys, thanks for tuning in to another week of
Us. Our shenanigans. Our giggles.
Our shits and giggles.
Yes. How you been doing, boo?
I'm good, man. I'm good. I can't complain.
I'm gonna leave these off.
A little bit. I'm trying to think of another word that I can use besides stress. Busy. Can I say? I'll say busy. Yes, I've been busy planning my event, Apodconnection. If you guys are a podcaster, podcast listener, content creator, check out Apodconnection on Twitter.
Yes.
And Apodconnection on Instagram. You can find out all the info there. Right now we're running a campaign for what I'm calling the Pod Excellence Awards. And basically we are highlighting indie podcasts of color, giving them a chance to, get recognition for giving us pod excellence throughout the year. So if you got somebody that you want to nominate, favorite podcast, your favorite content creator, head over to Apodconnection on Twitter, Apodconnection on Instagram, and the link is in our bio.
Yes. And I want to add a couple of things to this wonderful Apodconnection extravaganza. Yeah, girl, it's gonna be an extravaganza. First of all, shout out to you. Proud of you for this is gonna be number 3, right? Mm-hmm. Third annual Apodconnection event. 3 is my favorite number. I know it's gonna be popping. Shout out to you for doing the early bird special tickets. They were $20 for 2 months straight. Early bird special, $20 tickets, all access pass to every single event that's going down Apodconnection weekend in Charlotte. So I got my ticket, boo. Don't get it twisted. This is my girl right here, but I still got my $20 pass. You heard? So anybody who missed out, I'm so sorry. But please go to what is it, the Apodconnection?
Apodconnection on Instagram and Apodconnection on Twitter. There is a link in both of those bios. It's a link tree.
Yeah.
Tree Pod Excellence Weekend. So the link is there for the events. This year, you guys, it's a little bit different setup. You have to pay for each event. I'm giving you a meet and greet on Friday. We're going to be on the rooftop. It's going to be a real sexy vibe. We may have an after party after that. Saturday, we're going to have live shows, workshops, think tanks, and then our Pod Excellence Awards in the evening. And Friday, we're going to have some type of send-off, maybe a brunch or a day party, something like that. I'm not 100% sure just yet. But 3 days full of events, guys. Lots of networking opportunities. You guys be able to, I'm going to have a place set up where you guys can record if you want to record together with some podcasts that are there. So, I mean, come on, it's going to be a huge event for 3 days.
Yeah.
I did give you opportunity a few months ago. I ran it for 2 months to get all of this $20.
$20.
Didn't take advantage of that. I am sorry, but it's still early bird tickets available now for certain events. So the prices are going to go up again next month. Mm-hmm. So you might want to go ahead and take advantage of it.
They're going up again next month.
Yes.
Woo! Baby, y'all heard it here first. Y'all better get on these.
You know what? To be honest with you, they're still actually very cheap. Before I priced these things, I looked around at other events.
Okay.
And they're upwards of $100. And no event that I am giving or have given is upwards of $100. So for everything that you're getting, it's still a good price. So go ahead and over to Apodconnection,
yes.
Instagram or Twitter.
Yes.
Tickets now.
Yeah, guys, I'm telling you, it's gonna be a great event. Come on out. indie podcasters from East Coast, West Coast, Midwest, North, South. Y'all come on and mix and mingle with your pod peers, because last year I can honestly say that the podcasts that were highlighted in the live shows, the ones that did the live shows, I didn't know any of them. But I was familiar, but I didn't know them. And watching them live made me just want to, keep in touch with them and follow their shows and listen to their podcasts when I can. So listen, great exposure. I don't care if you East Coast, North, South, East, West Coast. It's great exposure for every body, listeners too, not just the podcasters, the listeners too, because we appreciate the ones who support us by listening on a regular basis. So yeah.
Right. And if you are a podcaster, this is an excellent opportunity to get out and socialize with other people that share your same passion. You know what I'm saying? A lot of the relationships that were made and have been kept throughout the year were made out of Podconnection. That's really a good thing to see.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah. So we got all the church announcements out the way, girl.
Right. If you guys, the guys, why am I stuttering tonight? I think because I'm so like,
girl, we is a mess tonight, but we here.
we still here. For those of you that are watching us live right now, please go ahead and share the broadcast. Whatever platform that you're listening on, go ahead and watching on. Go ahead and share the broadcast.
Yes, thank you.
So that more people can get to know us and love us the way you guys do. Like I don't know if I said thank you for tuning in, but
yeah, thanks.
I appreciate y'all for coming back every single time.
Oh.
And if you were on before and you're back on, tell me if you can hear me okay. If you just tuned in, let me know if you guys can hear me without a whole bunch of noise in the background. What you reading, Jackie?
I'm trying to understand this comment that just popped up in here. I don't know what they said. Somebody asked me, said, Jackie, what you on? What you mean what I'm on?
What you on?
I don't know. Life.
Right. Well, let's go ahead and get started. This is our Viewer's Choice episode. Divine Queen, what's good? Thanks for tuning in. Tech Koi, what's good? Thanks for tuning in. This is our Viewer's Choice episode.
Yes.
We're a little loosey-goosey tonight and probably not going to extend it like we normally do. We'll keep it short and sweet tonight.
Yes.
Oh, he said it's a joke. Koi. Let me start off. So, thanks for tuning in, guys. This is our Viewer's Choice episode where we ask you guys to send in thoughts, comments, questions, concerns. And we're going to keep it loosey-goosey tonight, as I said. And it'll be short and sweet, but good, because y'all know how we do.
Can I say one thing before we go on?
Yeah.
Girl, I made a boo-boo. I forgot to go into YouTube and the other app to update the episode number, so everybody's retweeting and it says episode 10 or 9 or whatever. This is episode 11.
It is.
But we'll update it later. I just wanted to put that out there.
It's all good. We can take care of that later.
Okay.
So we started off the broadcast with the song CLOUT, and you guys know we try to, mirror the song, our first song when we come on with some of the topics. So I wanted to talk about CLOUT. I feel like CLOUT is, the word itself is a new word, but what people are doing for CLOUT is not necessarily new, but it's definitely an uptake. I feel like I'm not of this generation, so I'm just going to say what I think CLOUT is. To me, CLOUT is like getting famous or infamous, rather, for kind of just doing stupid stuff. Just doing stupid shit to get attention. So the reason why I wanted to kind of talk about this is because on the timeline, I've seen a few different things. People doing things again for CLOUT, but it's like the stupidest thing, you know what I mean? So one of the first things I'll talk about is the cucumber challenge. So people are going to like the supermarket or wherever, getting cucumbers and pretending that they're like performing fellatio on the cucumber or whatever. Another one that happened this week was like that ice cream challenge where they're going into the supermarket. They're opening up ice cream. Like this girl opened up a thing of ice cream. She licked it. She put it back in the refrigerator. Come to find out, she had the flu.
Oh.
So when it was first circulating, I didn't know that. I didn't realize that she had the flu. You know what I mean? It would be stupid and it would be like shameful or whatever for her to do that anyway. But the fact that she had the flu, like now that's like a biohazard to. I mean, it would be anyway, but regardless, it just makes it 10 times worse in my opinion, right? Okay, so that was a few days ago. They ended up looking at the security footage and finding out, who she was. So the last update I heard was that she was charged and she could face up to 20 years in prison for doing what she did. So some people on the timeline were saying like, oh, it's not what she did was not really her going to jail. Like, I guess they feel like her crime, whatever she did, wasn't enough for her to be going to jail. You know what I'm saying? In my opinion, I feel like it is because one, she had the flu, so like you could be passing that shit on to other people. Two, I just feel like if these people that go into supermarkets and do shit like this, I'm seeing people like going into like Walgreens and CVS and like opening up lotion and just like spilling their lotion like all over the floor and like walking out. This one guy, he took a thing of Listerine, drank the Listerine, put it back, spit it back in the bottle, put it back on the shelf. So it's like, my thing is like, if these people aren't charged and like pay some type of penalty for this, like they're gonna continue to do it because the reason why they're doing it is because they're getting all this clout. They're getting, people retweeting what they're doing. They're going viral. You know what I'm saying? And that's exactly what they want to happen. They want to go viral for this stupid shit. What I don't understand is why. Like, why do they want? Okay, so let's say you go viral for licking this ice cream, right? Then what happens in your life? Like, now people start to follow you, I guess. And then what happens? Like, what do you do with that viral clout status? That's my question. That's what I want to know. What does that mean? Like, is that currency? Like, what does that bring? You know what I'm saying? That's my question.
Okay, so let me backtrack on something you said about the people don't think that that person doesn't deserve to do jail time because she licked the ice cream and put it back in the freezer. Okay, so hello, she had the flu. Do y'all know how many strings of flu there is in the world? I don't, but I know it's more than one. And I know that some of them are very deadly. So take her licking the ice cream while she has the flu, compound the fact that it's ice cream, so it's milk and all y'all, we're not supposed to have like dairy products and stuff when you're sick, right? So imagine all that stuff festering and somebody buys that ice cream and actually eats it. What if they catch a deadly virus and die because some stupid ass person decides to do this ice cream challenge shit and they're sick? So now come back and say, does this person deserve jail time? Yeah, you do, because you're endangering somebody's life out there. So I need y'all to stop doing ignorant shit. I need y'all broads out here to stop walking around Walgreens or Walmart pulling down your skirts and shit with your thongs out. And what is the point? You're pulling out titties in the store. I don't understand. What is the point? What is you doing this for? Then you want to complain you ain't got nobody. Ain't nobody gonna want nobody that don't respect themselves. So obviously you don't respect yourself if you're out here doing all this dumb shit, putting it on social media for clout. Now back to your question, what do you do with the clout when you get it? Okay, so my thing is, let's just say I wanted to do something. I wanted to get this. I don't want clout, but I know I need to get the clout, right? So I'm gonna do whatever I'm gonna do to get this clout. But I'm gonna turn my clout into more than just 15 seconds of fame. I'm gonna be famous, bitch. It ain't gonna be clout no more. So please know, whatever I do is I'm gonna be famous and I'm gonna be making some coin. So what is y'all doing by just posting this little ignorant shit on Twitter or Instagram or whatever, just so we can just retweet and talk about how dumb your asses is, or just laugh at y'all or whatever. But I'm damn sure gonna make some money off of it, some way somehow. And trust me, next month we ain't talking about the bitch who licked the ice cream no more. But she gonna be in jail for a few months. So I mean, but how do you change the clout into what you said, making money? To be longevity. Cause look at Cardi B. They can say she was chasing clout for a while, but look at Cardi. She done turned all that shit she did. She famous now. Cardi done made her mark in whatever in the music industry, because that's what she was chasing. You know what I'm saying? And she did it. So I mean, girl, people out here crazy. I don't know what's going on. But why are we talking about clout though? Who? Because this is a viewer's choice episode. So how did you come across the clout topic?
So this one wasn't necessarily the viewer's choice. It's just something that I kept seeing. And okay,
Okay.
so I'll say this. I don't know if you guys have kept up with. There's a rapper from Charlotte. His name is The Baby. Not too long ago, he got into some altercation with another rapper here from Charlotte. His name is Cam Cohart. What happened was they got into a scuffle. What we see is that The Baby punched him in the face. He was bloody. Y'all know the whole story. Because he's here in Charlotte, I've been keeping up with him. I don't follow him, but I have gone back to his page to look and see. And basically, he's still up there. So a few weeks after all of that happened, his followers did go up. And he's also a rapper. So like I said, he has music, out that he was trying to promote. So he was promoting his music. What I see is that people went from, you got beat up, you this, you that, whatever, to, I listen to your music. The song is kind of hot, whatever. He's doing shows. He got a new video out, this, and this. So it's strange to me because if it was me, I would not just want to be known. Like, the only reason why people are talking about me is because I got beat up by somebody else, right? So for them, I feel like the ends justify the means, or however you say that. Like, yeah, this bad thing happened, and I am getting infamous for something stupid, but I do also have this talent that I feel like I can flip. The thing is, not everybody has that talent. You know what I'm saying? So I say all that to say it's a few weeks later now, and you can see like the views on his posts are down. People are hitting him with, nobody's listening to your music. That song is whack. Nobody cares about it. So it's like it lasts for like that 15 minutes of fame, they say. So it lasts for like a short period of time if you don't have something to really back it up. You don't really have something for people to really like look into, and something that they're actually gonna like, right?
Right.
Like, you see, like when posts go viral on Twitter, the first thing people say is, "Oh, this is going viral," or "Well, make sure y'all follow me here," or "Go to my page," or "I'm selling this," or "I'm selling that." But that thing that they be promoting, a lot of times it only has like a few likes or a few retweets, because people don't really care. You know what I'm saying? They just like it. They're just interested in you for that one moment, that one funny, stupid thing that you did. And I just don't understand it. I think if they did have some type of talent or something to back it up, then yeah, it's worth it, because you can flip that, right? But majority of the time they don't. It's just like, oh, they doing this stupid thing, and now all of a sudden they want to sell T-shirts or something. But nobody gives a damn about your T-shirts. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if it's this is not the first time, like, in history, people want to get famous and be known. I just think everybody wants to be famous. Like, everybody wants to be known. They're not satisfied with just like whatever their life is and just like enjoying their life. They want everybody to, and that's social media.
Yeah.
Social media makes you feel like you have a platform and like people really care about you and what you got going on, when in actuality they really don't. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Girl, you said a whole mouthful. I know that's right. So, but basically, old boy didn't even capitalize on
Well, he's trying to.
it.
He's trying. He's trying. He does have songs that, like I said, he's a rapper, so it's not like he just started rapping
Right.
because all of this happened. He's trying to capitalize on it, but his music is not very good.
That's what I was about to
So
say.
whether you go viral or not, if you don't have something that's actually good,
Catchy.
who cares?
They're gonna go right back to what they was following you for it. And originally, that was you getting
Right.
your ass whipped,
Exactly.
But he
And that's
probably.
the thing too. Like, and under all the comments, that's all they're saying. That's all it
Mm-hmm.
keeps up. You got beat up. You got it. And I'm just like, I just don't know if I could do that. I couldn't handle that. Like, I couldn't handle
Girl,
that.
listen. He probably did it just to try to get the 15 minutes of fame and capitalize on, try to get his music promoted, but it didn't. I mean, if you ain't got no good music, I mean, it is what
Right.
it is. People gonna like
It is.
what they like. And obviously his shit ain't that catchy, but shout out to
Right.
you guys for trying. Try again. But nah,
Please.
I want to say this though. We're gonna segue. It's still clout, or however you want to, bring it all about. Well, maybe not clout. You had put a tweet out earlier this week. We had a conversation. We always have conversations all throughout the
Mm-hmm.
week. And then when I seen you do that tweet, I was like, okay. I was like, okay. That's my first time seeing that. You might have done it before, but that was my first time noticing you did that tweet. So, talking about a pod connection earlier, you had did a tweet that says some people are surprised that I'm paraphrasing this, y'all. Shit. Okay. She'll retweet it again. Um, some people are surprised when they realize the face behind a pod connection is not a man. So I would like for you to elaborate on why you put that tweet out there, because we can dissect this in so many ways, so many ways.
So when I put that tweet out, it's because it had just happened, but it was like the third or fourth time that it happened.
Mm-hmm.
And this is actually one of our viewers' choice questions.
Mm-hmm.
Um, my brother in podcasting, Penrose Eames, on Twitter and on Instagram. Shout out to him.
Mm-hmm.
He sent in on the same question.
Come on,
Um,
segue.
yeah, and asked me to kind of talk about it. So basically, so I'm promoting, Pod Connection all over social media. The thing is, I promote it sometimes from the account, from the Pod Connection account,
Mm-hmm.
and then sometimes also from my personal account. If you go to a Pod Connections page, you don't really see me. You know what I'm saying? And I think I may have in the bio. It may or may not be in the bio that this run by, Nicole Banks, so founder Nicole Banks, right? I think it is. It does say that on Twitter, and
On
I
your
just did
Twitter.
that kind of recently. But before that, if you go to that page, you kind of wouldn't know. You see me in
Mm-hmm.
some of the pictures from last year's event, but other than that, you wouldn't really know, right? Um, and so sometimes when I get the question, like I said, this was the third time where somebody inboxed me and on my personal account, and they said, are you the one? Are you the one that I should talk to regarding Pod Connection? And I said, yeah. And the person then asked me, they asked me a few questions about it, and they asked me like, well, who else are you working with,
Mm-hmm.
right? And I was like, it's just me. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm the founder of this shit. I'm doing this shit, right? Like it's my
Mm-hmm.
so that was one day, and then another day, another inbox, and the person said, are you the founder of whatever of a Pod Connection? So that was two times. So then the third time, the person was is different. These are all different people
Mm-hmm.
now. And kind of the same question, like, are you the one that's like doing all of this? This person asked me, are you also the one that headed it for the Atlanta location?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, yeah. So as a woman, and it may just be my own insecurity, I felt some type of way about it. I felt like, why are they continuing to ask me this? Is it just because I don't have my face plastered all over, the social media? Is it because I'm not like upfront, like when I am doing the events and all those things, or is it because they were expecting, a man to be running all of this shit?
Mm-hmm.
Podcasting is still very much male dominated. Um, and I feel like that's one of the big reasons why I wanted to get out and I wanted to be at the forefront of handling this event. When I used to kind of just search for podcasts and search for conferences regarding podcasts and all that. It was just basically male and white. There wasn't really a lot of women, doing things. Definitely having a podcast, but not necessarily like running a network or anything like that. So, fuck it. I wanted to be the first. I wanted to be the first to change what that looked like. I kept going through, looking through conferences and stuff, and it was just white, 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 male, 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 male. So I just said to myself, hey, why not? Why can't I do it? Why can't I do it for us, by us, and be a woman too?
Mm-hmm.
And that's basically it. And I think that I talked about this when I was on John's podcast, I believe, the John Effect. And I think I mentioned it too when I was on Flagrant 2 with D Murph, that it's just the way of the world that we live in. It's not just me. It's just the way of the world that we live in, that men kind of don't respect women in business.
Yeah.
And they expect a man to like be running shit. Like it's okay for women to have like an assistant position, or some type of position where you're helping the man do this or do that, or in the background, but like not in the front. And it's like, even when people find out like I'm the one, they're like, oh well, they feel like I need some like help, and everybody needs help. Don't get me wrong, but it's almost like they want to take over, and I'm like, I don't need you to take over. You know what I'm saying? Like if you want to assist me,
yeah,
you can, but you don't need to take over my shit. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, the point of all of that is, yes, I realize that I am gonna get those type of questions, right? One, because I am a woman, and that's just the bottom line. And two, because I'm a humble person just naturally, and I don't put myself as the face of shit because I just don't feel the need to. Like, if the event goes off, it becomes a network, and like people get the resources and shit that they need, and that the event is a success, then I feel like I'm a success. I don't need to be on the fucking flyer. I don't need to be like on the mic every single time. I don't need to be posting you know what I mean? Like, I'm just not that type of person. I don't need that. But like when people come to me and say, yo, I learned this much, I made this connection, me and this person are still friends, I started my podcast because of this, that's the reason why I do what I do. And that's what I get from it, and that's all that's really all the recognition
right.
that
And it's all about connections too, and trust me, the event is successful, the whole community is going to hear about it anyway, because between Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, somebody's posting, reposting, talking about it, tweeting about it. It's word of mouth is going to get out there. But let me ask you a question though. If you were okay, let's just hypothetically say Apodconnection is in the status of what's our girl's name, the director, Ava, what's her name?
DuVernay.
Yeah. So what if you on her status? Do you think the men would still be coming? Do you feel like they're going to respect you if you're in that status? You see what I'm saying? So if you're in, if you and Apodconnection is here,
yeah,
at the top of the tier of this podcast and hosting event thing,
right?
In Ava status, do you think the men would come to you different? You think they're gonna come to you with that respect, or you think they're still gonna come to you like they're coming to you right now because you a Connection, you ain't got nobody doing this with you, oh like there's no dude here like running this shit. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What do you think? How do you feel?
I do think I would probably get a little more. I do think I would get a little bit more respect than I do right now, because I think a part of it is like it's still in its infancy, so people don't even know whether they should get on board with it or not. Like, I mean, people may not have heard that this is the third year that I'm doing this. You know what I'm saying? So they don't even know whether this is a thing they should get involved with, which I understand. But I'm sure Ava still gets people that front on her, even at her level. I'm sure she still gets people that don't give her the respect that she deserves after all the work that she's put in. And I honestly and truly believe that it's just because she's a woman, and for whatever reason, it's just a male-dominated society, or it has been. These things are changing. And I feel like men just feel like they need like a cosign from another man or something to be able to trust you and to work with you and not see you as lesser than or some shit like that. Like if everything that I posted, like I had a man with me or something like that, I think they wouldn't even be asking me that, or they'd be asking to talk to whoever that man was and not me. But got to respect me, period.
Bottom line, and that's why I was trying to. That's why I was kind of going with it, because I feel like I don't understand. I don't feel like you or any other hardworking woman who's shown consistent. First of all, let me back up, baby. Let me back up. For anybody who knows Nicole, consistency across the board. Consistency across the board. If Nicole says she gonna do something, she gonna do it. She try to say she one of the biggest procrastinators in the game. Yet, I mean, she might be, but the procrastination drives her. She pushes out some of her best shit, you know, off of procrastination. And then her MO is consistency. And what was the other word I gave you today?
Consistency and man, I don't remember now.
Girl, hold on. I gotta pull this because I was dead ass when I said this. This is what Nicole gives y'all, people. She gives y'all oh, how can I forget this, baby? She gives you consistency across the board, and she's always present. Okay? She's always present from the beginning till the end. And then if you guys are still out here wondering or doubting the pod connection, she just told you third annual. Third annual. Not the first time, not the second time. She back here doing this again for the third time. And she hosting in her city. You know what I'm saying? So all I'm saying is I'm just tired of people thinking you can't. Nicole done already validated herself. She don't need no man to validate a pod connection. I feel like people will not believe in a woman, support a woman until they hear a man say, "She got it, she good." You know what I'm saying? I'm tired of that. She done proved. Oh, you know what? Listen, I done changed my whole attitude, didn't I? Listen. Hey, dudes. Listen, and John's watching too. John, you got baby fever yet? You got baby fever again. Hi, dudes. He's so cute. Looking like your grandma, your fine grandma. Look at him. He do. He look like his mommy and you. He is really in this camera. You better. Oh, we got a model. Because he is strike a pose. Deuce is like, what is going on here?
Oh, I thought you were done. No, we're still going.
Look, we cutting up. Me and your nana cut. Well, I'm.
No, you can't speak outside right now. Sorry, dude.
Oh, hell. We woke you up. We sorry. I know I'm loud. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Look how he looking.
Hey, I know.
Y'all, this is my grandbaby. If y'all don't know, this is Deuce.
Hey, Deuce. He is too cute. We pausing for the cause, y'all. We pausing for the cause.
I'm sorry.
We pausing for the cause. Girl, I done locked myself out my phone.
I don't know what's going on. You was talking earlier. Nothing. Hey, hi, Deuce. What's going to be broadcast about?
I'm waiting for the next photo shoot. I'm waiting for the next photo shoot, Deuce.
We were supposed to do another one, but the weather was horrible.
Oh, he is too cute. I can't see no comments. I'm mad I'm locked up out this phone. Listen, y'all.
Okay, all in the comments. Yeah, thank you guys. Y'all know that's my heart right there.
All right, I'm back.
All right, so
cutting up. Oh yeah, but yeah, I just get tired of who is that? Oh, Penrose messing with me. Talking about you locked out your own phone. I was Penrose. I'm back now. Don't ask me how I did it. Don't judge me.
Penrose, thank you for tuning in, and I appreciate you. I just was talking about the conversation that you and I were having regarding people just kind of doubting and not giving women the respect that they deserve in business, and not just what I'm involved in, but just women period. For whatever reason, I feel like do you have you experienced that in any way, Jackie? Like in corporate or just anything that you're involved in, you feel like you're not getting the respect that you deserve simply because you are a woman.
Listen, in the field that I'm an accountant, and I don't know, just to make it real short and simple. Yeah, I experienced it. I talk to different people all day. I talk to retired accountants and all this good stuff or whatever, whatever. And it was one particular guy who he just made it a point to keep telling me what CPA firm he used to work for, how many years he used to be there. We've already established this in the conversation. He's asking me questions about a client of ours. I'm giving him the answers. He's cutting me off. He's talking about shit that he thinks I don't know. He thinks I don't have answers for. But I gave him everything he needed to know. But it still won't good enough for him because he knew who he was speaking to. First of all, you were speaking to a woman, and he knows I'm a woman of color because I've seen him before, and everything. But let me say this one thing about where I work. I have over 70 clients. I'm an accountant, do all their books and taxes and all this bull crap. I have several clients, but you want to know the ones who give me the hardest time?
Yes.
The black men. Not the women. You like the women I do the books for. We good. We sisterhood. But the brothers give me the hardest time with everything, and I don't understand why. But what I do, it's like they want this level of respect. But at the end of the day, I am here to give you a service. I do the service for you. You ask me questions. I'm giving you the answer. He's cutting me off rude as F, you know. And I'm like, I had to finally ask. This has been going on. This is a battle that's been going on for months, over a year. And I had to finally ask him. I said, "Sir, how can I help you if you don't let me answer your question?" I said, "You asked me a question. I'm not even 3 words in. You cutting me off, you know, I want to say slinging your dick around because that's what he's doing. He wants to overpower me, and he wants me to be submissive to him. And I'm not. I'm not going to be submissive to you. You're my client. I'm here to do a service, and you calling me asking me for help. How can I help you if you don't let me help you? And all you want to do is talk over me. Then when I said, well, how about we try this, sir? How about let me answer your question. Once I'm done answering your question, if there's something you didn't like that you heard or some kind of concern in part of my answer, then let's address it from there. You know what he says to me? Wow. He says, I don't need you to be condescending to me. And I'm like, nigga, that's what I wanted to say, but I couldn't. I was like, sir, I said, I'm trying to help you, but I can't help you if you don't let me answer your question. Woo! I tried to get rid of this client so bad. Boss man will not let me get rid of this client. I swear. I swear I got these clients because I am black. Give it to the other chick. You know what I'm saying? Just because I'm black, don't give me all the black clients. Because the men is giving me the hardest time because they don't want this black woman telling them anything. And that's what the problem is. But me telling them compared to what my boss tells them, boss telling them the same thing. Listen, in the office having a whole ass conversation with the boss man. You know what the boss man says? That's right. That's good. Go tell them that. Bitch, I'll go tell them that. It ain't no good. They calling the boss man wanting to set up a meeting. He telling them the same thing. Oh, but it's white as rain. They good because they heard it from him. They didn't want to hear it from me. But it's all, this cycle is all over the place. We just not getting the respect that we deserve, the respect that we earn, and it's due. Our respect is due. But I see Baylor the Great is up in here. What's up, Baylor? Baylor said respect is earned in many different ways, not just Success. That's true. That is true. So, man, intimidation is the ego. Okay, Penrose is up in here. He says intimidation in the ego of black men is a real thing. It is. Let me tell you why this black man don't like me. I'm gonna tell you why he don't like me. Because I kept it all the way funky with him one day. He came in the office to pick up some damn paperwork. He was like, yeah, I know my voice can be real intimidating and it scares people. I used to be in the military. I'm retired military. This is the black man. And I'm just sitting there talking to him. I'm just listening to him talk about he finishes. I was like, well, Mr. Such and Such. I said, you really don't intimidate me and your voice doesn't scare me. I don't have a problem with your voice and you don't intimidate me. That's what killed it right there. He wants me to be intimidated by him. He wants me to be like this. You ain't getting that from me. Let me tell you what brother did. Let me tell you what he did like 2 weeks later. Set up an appointment with Boss Man. Came up in there, talked all kinds of shit about me. And I got to go in there to boss. I was like, Boss Man, something you got to say? He was like, yeah, Oren said this. I said, tell me. I said, can you come up with something else? Because he's still talking the same talk. And I finally broke it down to the boss. I said, he wants me to be subservient to him because I'm a woman. And I said, that's it. The bottom line. I said, the same things you tell him, I tell him, but he respects it from you more because you're a man. I say he doesn't want to hear what I got to say because I am a woman and I'm not supposed to know anything. I'm just supposed to be doing what he tells me to do. So you can take that and do what you want with it. And I told him, I said, how about you just give him to my coworker? That's what I told him. I said, I don't even want to service him anymore. This is the third time this guy that came in here and talked trash about me. And I said, Boss Man, look how many clients I got. How many of them are calling you and complaining about me? Just that one. So what does that tell you? And he complaining about the same stuff that is irrelevant. I said, give him to my coworker. Ask me who still got this raggedy ass client, girl. Yes. Listen, I'm not. We done got sidebar to the sidebars. Listen, I had to get that raggedy ass client off my chest, y'all. And he's a brother. Whatever. I ain't even gonna say nothing else. Let's go. Next case.
Next case. Do we have any other viewer choice questions?
Yeah, actually, I got one from. I can't die. I'm so sick of these. I just looked at my phone and this text message I just got. I cannot. Listen. Okay, so we actually got another viewer's choice, but before the viewer's choice question, I actually want to give a shout out to a podcast. They're called the Heist Club Podcast. They're like a true crime. They're a true crime podcast. They take like real life crimes and they and they talk about it. They put humor and all that stuff behind it. And they just had their first live show a few weeks ago. So congratulations to you guys. And me and Nicole just want to say we thank you from the bottom of our hearts because first of all, let me read this thing. So it was somebody on Twitter. They said, I love listening to podcasts. Do y'all have any recommendations that you enjoy tuning into? Especially for women of color going through their 20-somethings, figuring it all out, all that good stuff. So first of all, they think we 20-something. Hello. Hello, hi. So listen. So Heist Club says, I'm just Jackie and Miss Nicole Banks have a great podcast. Let's keep it 100. Two very funny women of color we listen to and watch in the office quite a bit. And that's not the first time they have shouted us out all across Twitter, but since we're doing the viewer's choice, this is the one I picked. And if anybody if they recommend a podcast or asking about a podcast, the Heist Club always throws us in the mix. So thank you guys. We appreciate all the love and support. Keep watching and keep sharing. I know that's right.
Thank you. Can we also give a huge shout out to Tech 40?
Oh yes.
His Instagram is because he has been supporting us since the start of this, and he goes above and beyond. It's not just like sharing the show. I mean, he actually engages with us
Mm-hmm.
here when we're doing live, and then also on Twitter,
On
who
Twitter.
shares the show.
Yep.
He, asks really engaging questions with us sometimes.
Ooh, I'm hot,
And the
baby.
fact that he tunes into us when he is out, he's out with his
He's out
lovely
with the
wife.
wife right now.
Just got married to not so long ago, and he's still tuning into us. So that's dedication. He is a huge supporter also of Apodconnection. Last year he bought some tickets, and I was able to do some giveaways. This year he has done the same thing.
Oh, bless your
So
heart.
later on, I'll be doing some giveaways of Apodconnection tickets, and it's all because of Tech. I believe it's 044. We call him Boy. That's our boy. He's been rocking with us for a very, very long time.
Thank you, Ted.
Really appreciate it.
Yes. And then we do got a another viewer's choice question. Now, we're gonna shout you out too, babe, because when we switched over to this new platform, he was there day one. He just found us, we popped up random. So Scoots Bronson, what's his name on Twitter? William Finkelman. That's it. Twitter. Yeah, girl, I'm looking at it right now. I'm looking at his handle right now, but we just gonna call him Scoots. Hey, Scoots, what's good? What's popping? So he asked us this question a little while back. He said, hashtag let's keep it 100 question. How important is it to create a culture for podcasters around your city? How important is that? You wanna answer first?
Do you consider us a podcast? Do you guys consider us a podcast still? Because we're not really in podcast form, but I kind of don't. It's like I say it, but I don't, because I don't have an alternative. I don't know what to kind of call like what we do. But I am a podcaster because I had a podcast two actually before this. But I don't know. Let's figure that out. Like what we actually call what you and I are doing. You know what I'm saying?
Honestly, I mean, we both podcasters, and Scoots he has a podcast too, but he does live as well. So my thing is there has been a crossover with the podcasters, that we interact with a lot. A lot of them they do video and they post it on YouTube, but they still have audio on whatever platform they upload their audio on. So I still say we are a form of a podcast because we can actually save our audio and we can upload it somewhere, where people can listen. But our niche is we're live. We're interacting live with the audience and everything. So I feel like in some way, shape, or form, we're some type of podcasting. But honestly, I'm gonna tell you like this. I feel like we just a live show. Like how you got how Oprah, you got all the talk shows. I feel like we a talk show. We a talk show podcast. How about that one? I don't know what to call it, but y'all let us know what you think. We're gonna come up with a new damn term. How about that one? But I will say it's very important to have some roots in your own community. And I'm just going to use VA for an example because that's where I reside. I'm here in Hampton Roads, Virginia. And me and you had this conversation several times. I know there are more podcasts in Virginia that I am aware of. You know what I'm saying? I know it's more than just the Jackie and John. I know there's more than just say words. I know there's more than Throwback Thursday. I know there's more. I can't think of the name of the podcast, but they're based out of Newport News. And I know of others only because of just say words, but I haven't interacted with these podcasts yet. So here's the thing. How the hell and okay, so my thing is we want to grow, right? I feel like you need to start with your own community. You know what I'm saying? You have your community back first, and then you just branch out from there. But the odd part is I feel like I ain't got no support in my community. No shade to no Jays and Throwbacks. Well, I take that back because Throwback has helped us tremendously. So if you're watching Throwback Thursday, thank you. Shout out to y'all because y'all know y'all the real MVP, baby. Okay. So, but podcasting wise, no shade to Jay. Like I want to record with Jay, but the stars have not aligned for me and Jay to connect. Me and Jay have had several connections about trying to get some smaller event going just so we can connect with other VA podcasters, or if you want to do DMV, we can do DMV. You know what I'm saying? But it just hasn't worked. So I love how Indiana, how all those podcasts in Indiana that know each other, they know each other and they support each other 100%. You know what I'm saying? Up in the what's the one up in the Midwest where I can't think, where the Knights traveled and they was a part of their event earlier or late last year. That area of the Midwest, they be going hard for each other too. So it's just cool. And then once you got your city behind you, gosh, ain't no telling where you can go from there. So I think having some kind of roots in your own hometown is very important for your branding, for whatever you're doing. It could be YouTube, it could be podcasting, it could be photography, whatever, but it'll be good to have your home roots backing you up, you know what I'm saying, and promoting you as well. So that's just my opinion. Yeah. So
I agree. I agree with that. I will play devil's advocate, which normally, Jackie, that's your job. So I don't normally I will play devil's advocate in that that can also hinder you, though. It can hinder you because then you kind of just get comfortable with, that the click of the podcast in your immediate community, and maybe that's all you kind of interact with, promote, network with, whatever. And like you said, if you don't even know the podcast in your area, imagine the amount of podcasts that you're missing out on nationwide. You know what I mean? And the world and this community opens up more when you get to know other podcasts from different places. Which is one of the nice things that I like about Apodconnection. Yes. Like I said, each year that we do it, I am getting introduced to and making connections with podcasts from people from all over the country. But at the same time, I do see value. And the first Apodconnection that I did was in Charlotte. And it was because I kind of just wanted to know who else was here and doing the same thing that I love to do. So there's definitely value in that, especially when you're first getting started. It kind of doesn't make sense to do it any other way, to be honest.
Right. Let me ask you a question, since you mentioned that. The first one was in Charlotte. Now the third one is back in Charlotte. Do you see a big difference already? And you ain't even had the event yet.
Yeah, there's a definite difference. It's me doing it here. It's kind of a cheat code because you guys watching this may only know me because of this, and maybe you only met me on social media within the last year or so. But before I was doing all of this, I'm an event planner by nature, so I was planning events. So that's why I'm kind of, I don't want to say well known, but I'm known here. So I already put in the groundwork for like all the connections and stuff that I have here. Okay. So that's why that's why it's kind of easier for me to do it here. But that's not the only reason that it's bigger and going to be better this year. Just the kind of work that has been put into Apodconnection, not just by me, but by the people that participate. The people that were there last year have put the word out about it and let everybody know, how good it feels to just be in a room with people that share, your same passion. So that's why it's kind of, bigger, getting bigger by the day, actually.
Right. And then let me I want to comment on something. I agree with you about when you was answering about the connection in your own, neighborhood, hometown. Now you're right. It can hinder you, because I know podcasts who just stick to their city. You know what I'm saying? I talk to them. I'm like, hey, come out to a pod connection. Meet the peers that listen to you. And it's crazy because the response I get is they don't think they got no listeners out here. You'd be surprised who's listening to you. You know what I'm saying? So some of them do limit themselves, and they do got the backing of their city. Like a lot of people in their hometown do listen and blah 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 won't. So you're right, it does hinder you. So I feel like I'm the opposite of the spectrum. I feel like I got the people's love outside of my hometown. You know what I'm saying? Now I feel like if I get the love from my hometown, it's gonna be even bigger. You see what I'm saying? It's not gonna hinder me, because Lord knows y'all know Jackie done traveled. Jackie done been on tour. I don't have no problem. I ain't gonna stay still. So what I'm saying is, you right, it can have the opposite effect. And I hope whoever hears this gets the word. Don't keep yourself in that box. I understand that Atlanta, Houston, the other big cities are the more attractive cities for podcasting, music, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But don't let the name of a smaller city deter you from coming out and networking and making connections, because trust me, I wouldn't have heard of you if it wasn't for word of mouth. You know what I'm saying? So, and y'all know my mouth is big. So whoever knows me knows everybody I listen to. So if it could be somebody way over in Washington State and y'all over here on the East Coast, but they know I'm just Jackie listens to blah 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 because I ain't trying to put nobody on blast. You know what I'm saying? So come on. So, and that person in Washington State used to reside here. He come to Apodconnection. You know what I'm saying? It's just a big ass snowball. So you don't never know you don't never know who's gonna know you or nothing until you come out and meet the people and start connecting with other peers and other cities and all that stuff. So but let me Penrose is up in here. Penrose, listen, bro. Listen. Penrose says podcast culture creates clicks. That sometimes puts up walls that we don't even know exist. This is true. And let me comment on these walls that people don't realize that exist. How can I say it without sounding? Listen, these walls that people don't know that they don't exist, y'all the hypocrites. And I'm just gonna leave it at that. Because y'all can't be out here talking the talk, walking the walk, saying you setting an example for this and that and the third, but you shun people, you turn your backs, you blackball them, you talk the shit about certain people, certain cliques or whatever, for what you say they didn't do, whatever. But then the same people who shunning are y'all doing the same shit you shunning people for. I don't understand that. Make this shit make sense to Jackie, because it's not making sense to me. You cannot sit up here and say your brand is bigger, your brand is better, your brand has done this, your brand has done that. Then I listen to you guys regardless of how whatever it is, I'm an avid listener. So I will click play because I'm here to support my peers. So when I listen to my peers and I feel like, goddamn, if Jackie said this, y'all would have been throwing me under the depths of hell. You hear me? Y'all would have said Jackie being messy, petty, shady. But it's okay for certain people to say certain shit and y'all get the praises, and then other people say stuff and we get blackballed and shunned. It don't make no sense. Make that shit make sense. Y'all got to stop it with these raggedy ass clicks. We all in this game together. We're all podcasters, content creators, whatever. We can learn from each other. And I say this all the time. We are beyond content creators. I am an accountant. Nicole is an event planner, a realtor. I'm just gonna say me and Nicole. But all I'm saying is all of our other pod peers, we got graphic designers. We got other accountants. We got other business savvy people that's in this small community. And we can all be doing a whole lot together. But but these clicks and these walls that y'all feel like don't exist or exist. Rant over, bitches. Rant over.
So, let me just comment on that, and then we can wrap it up.
Yeah.
Something you said that I've heard you say before, and just other people as well say before, and back to what Penrose's comment about the clicks.
Mm-hmm.
And you use small community, and I think that that's part of the problem, thinking that it's a small community, because it's not. I think when you engage with people, sometimes, and you engage with them daily, it gives you a false sense of like, this is it. And like, this is it. This is, all I got. This is all that matters type of feeling that it gives you, right? And that's, you know, if you have a brand, I feel like that's small thinking, right?
Yeah.
Because you should be thinking about the large picture and all this, like how you said. Like let's say if he was a rapper. Sometimes rappers get into the habit of just being like a local celebrity and kind of just being okay with that. You know what I'm saying? They're not thinking about, okay, yeah, everybody here knows me, right? But if I go to LA, I can't bring out this crowd because nobody knows me there, right? You didn't put in the work there. Nobody really cares about you. You know what I'm saying? And I think a lot of times with the clicks and the ruts and stuff that we get in, we only see it as these people that I know listen to me, these people that I interact with on social media, those are the only people that matter. You know what I'm saying? But you got to think about it. Like, is this where you want to stay? You know what I'm saying? And you're catering to, like I always say, I've said it a million times, and I'm going to say it again because we're talking about it.
Yeah.
You're catering to 10 people when that kind of doesn't make sense. The 10 people don't support your brand. The 10 people are not putting money in your pocket. The 10 people are not going to take you anywhere. You know what I'm saying? What about the other 90 people? The other 90 people that really give a shit, that really care about your brand, that really support you, that really go out of their way, whatever. So I agree. I agree on that. It's small thinking and getting into like clicks in this podcasting thing. And back to like the original question, yes, it is very important to do the groundwork locally, but like you got to start thinking bigger. You got to start thinking bigger than just the 10 people that you interact with, whether it be negative or positive, on a regular basis. Like think bigger. That's all. That's all I got to say about that. Think bigger. Think bigger. Think bigger.
I ain't got nothing. Politics, baby. I'm out here politicking.
Thank you, Penrose.
Thank you, Penrose. Thank you, Tech44. Thank you, Hendrix. I saw you pop in the feed. Appreciate you, Hendrix. Divine Destiny. Anybody else that stayed tuned and popped in and listened to, our show tonight, we appreciate you. Like I said, this is about the viewers' choice, viewers' comments, questions, and we appreciate all the viewers out there. And yeah, we're trying to reach out to a whole lot of viewers out there. Shoot.
We're doing good, actually. Our views every week,
They going up.
Yeah, they're going up. I'm very pleased with the views every week. I think that just self-reflection, we could do a little bit better with what we're saying, like getting out of, just depending on the core people that we have, really reaching out to other people to get to know us, to get to tune in, to whatever.
You see my face?
I know we have 50 million things going on.
Do you see my face? You know we ain't depending on the core people. You know we. You want to no? Let me stop. We are dependent on the core people. You want to know who our core people are? Our viewers outside of everything, everybody who we connected with. You know what I'm saying? Like the J Destinies and the Tech44s and the
who's one of our loyal supporters?
Lakito.
Yes, Lakito.
Lakito. Shout out to you too, baby. I seen you on Twitter earlier. He's so old school. I love it.
He's in Africa and he constantly is on here watching us, listening.
Twitter, everything. Yes. So shout out to you. So yeah, this was all about you guys. We appreciate you. And yeah, me and Nicole, we still enjoying doing this thing, and we just we growing too, y'all. We learning stuff. You see, we keep adding different things to the broadcast. So we learning some new stuff, and we want to keep bringing you guys some new interactive stuff, and keep it in rotation. So
if you guys have anything that you want us to cover, a lot of times, we put these topics and stories together from either our personal life or just stuff that we see, on the timeline, as we like to call it. But if you have certain things that you want us to talk about, don't ever forget that this is an interactive show and it's really all about you.
Yeah.
So whatever you want to talk about, comments, questions, concerns, let us know.
Yeah.
If you guys have like personal questions that you want to know about, well, not too personal, but questions that you want to know about.
Wait a minute, girl. Wait a minute.
Send those in to us.
Listen.
And you should see our email there on the screen. So
it is.
Again, if you have topics that you want us to cover, that we haven't covered, from our perspective.
Yeah.
Two Black women in our 40s, proudly. Right, and we see life differently than maybe you do, and if maybe you just want to get our perspective on something, just email us, let us know.
And I'm gonna go ahead and do a Fine Man Friday to all the men that's watching, that's been supporting us.
Yes.
Y'all fine. Y'all are Fine Man Friday. Fine Men Friday. Thank you. We appreciate y'all.
Yes,
So,
you guys are the MVP.
mm-hmm.
Trying to think if I did have a question. Oh, I do remember. So question of, do you have some comments before I get into the question of the week?
Let me see. La 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 la. I see. Let's see. Tech 44 says y'all act like y'all bashful, still youngsters. I am young at heart, baby.
Tech, where are you? Are you still bar hopping right
Oh,
now?
y'all still bar hopping? That's what I'm talking about. He bar hopping with the wifey. He's
Yes.
still watching. I
Is
know
your
that's
wifey
right.
there with you? If you bar hopping and if your wifey is still there with you, I just want to say shout out to her.
I
The
was
fact
about to
that she is
say.
letting you, and yes, I said let. The fact that she is letting you be on here and watch your mess while you guys are supposed to be out. I just love her for that.
And happy anniversary. I think their anniversary passed or is coming. But either or, happy anniversary. 1 year. 1 year anniversary. Yeah.
Okay, cool,
Yeah.
cool, cool, cool.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so question of the
Oh,
week.
we got a question of the week?
Yes, the question of the week. How long would you allow yourself to look at your face? I ain't even say nothing yet. You know it's gonna be some bullshit.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
How long would you allow yourself to be in a long distance relationship? A long distance relationship. And I know that there are many factors that go into that. So I know it's not just the A and B type of answer. But how long would you allow yourself to be involved in a long distance relationship without, make giving an ultimatum about and I'll do a B to that. If you did give that ultimatum, and whatever didn't change, you know what I'm saying? Are you ending it there? So for you, do you think it would be months, years?
You
How
what?
long do you think you could do
You
that?
asking what?
I'm asking you and everybody else that's watching.
Okay, listen. For I'm just Jackie. How long would I go? You said long distance, right?
Long distance. So I mean, not like the person is like 2 hours away. Well, I mean that
Yeah,
is technically long distance, but I
yeah.
mean something where you really have to put
They're not
effort.
here
Like
on a
you got to
regular, and
drive away,
you
and you
gotta
got to
put.
take a plane and
Yeah,
work. Right.
yeah. Girl. Okay, so for me, ooh, Jesus. Mm, wait. So it's just okay. Okay, I ain't even gonna ask you no questions. Okay, so if I'm in a relationship, it's a long distance relationship. Blah blah blah. I will stay in it as long as it keeps working for the both of us. You know what I'm saying? So at some obviously lines of communication should always be open, and if
Right.
somebody's feeling a certain type of way or feeling a different way about something, whatever, I hope that person is man enough or woman enough to communicate with that person to say, hey, this is that, is not whatever, I can't do this no more, or
Yeah.
what have you. Now to answer, so I'll stay in until, like I said, it's just not working for both parties anymore. So if it's not working for both parties no more, okay, let's just say somebody gave somebody an ultimatum. I wouldn't give an ultimatum. You know what I'm saying? Because why should I have to give an ultimatum to a person to say, hey, if you don't do this or move here or I move there or we got some kind of title or commitment or whatever, then I'm done. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that to me or that person, because
Right.
if we've been doing this for X amount of time, we have an understanding. We know. You know what I'm saying? So no, I ain't doing no ultimatums. I would have to say, Jackie, it's just time to go. I'm not gonna do an ultimatum. If I get to the point where I cannot, oh shit, where my girl go? Shit. If I look, hopefully Nicole comes back. So if I get to the point where I just can't deal with the situation no more, Jackie just gonna walk away from it. Ain't no ultimatums. You just gotta leave it alone and set it free and go on with your life. Nicole, where you at, boo? Oh, Nicole Banks done left me. I don't know what happened to my beautiful host, but yeah, so I'm hoping she can come back and she can give her answer for the question of the week. But that's Jackie's answer for the question of the week. I don't do no ultimatums. When it's not working for both parties, you have a conversation and you either figure out what's not working and you fix it, or you figure out what's not working and you guys decide to, part ways friendly. Still be cool, still be friends. Makes sense? Ting. Yeah. All right. I don't know if my boo is coming back. I'm going to finish this drink. And again, thank everybody for watching. Appreciate all of our viewers and supporters and all that good stuff. Oh, the anniversary was last week. Okay. Yay. All right, y'all. I'm going to close it out for me and Nicole. Thank you for watching. Let's keep it 100. Make sure you go check out the information for Apodconnection. It's about to be lit. Get your tickets. And yeah, stay tuned. Go follow Apodconnection so you guys can stay up to date with all the events that's coming. And we're going to have more announcements to come in the future. Okay. So, all right, y'all. Signing out for Miss Nicole Banks. I'm just Jackie. We're going to catch y'all in 2 weeks. Deuces.